for joining and watching my channel and my videos. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Does not cost you a thing. Like and share my videos. I'm on a goal to reach 500 subscribers. Once that is done, I will be doing a giveaway for 5 lucky subscribers. Once I get close to that goal, I will give more information about what the gifts will be and how you can enter in to be one of my lucky subscribers to win a gift from me, Cooking with Rose. Okay, so today I just want to share how I make coconut pies and sweet potato pies. So that's what I will be doing today on this channel. Again, thank y'all for watching and stay tuned. Alright, so your sweet potato, once you rinse it, just get you a knife and peel the skin off. Like this. And there's different tools you can use to get the skin off. Because if you actually have like a potato peeler you can use, which I find difficult because of all the curves that's in the sweet potato. Using a knife works best for me, but you just be careful. And this is not my sharpest kitchen knife. I don't use a real sharp knife to peel a potato, but you want it sharp enough so that it will take the skin off. All right, so like that. That's the sweet potato peel, and I'm gonna rinse it again because of the dirt. Okay, so now that we got the skin off, we're going to cut the sweet potato. So this is not the side I want. So just lay it down, and now this is a different type of knife. This is a little bit sharper knife, which you want a good sturdy knife that you can slice, because they're kind of tough to slice. And it's good to try to get a flat, because how the sweet potato is, it's kind of unstable. So it's good to try to get a flat side of it and lay it down and then slice. See, now that this is more flat, now I can lay it down like that and it's more sturdy. And just slice. Okay, so that's that. And next, and I already got some here that I already prepared. So we're just going to add these pieces in here with them. I'm going to put some water on them. Okay, like that, and just turn the heat on and let them boil until they become fork tender. And so that's the first step in preparing the sweet potatoes for your sweet potato pie. Okay, welcome back, my roses. So the sweet potatoes are nice and tender. Here I have boiled them. I'm going to take some of this water off of them. Just add them in the blender. this off because it's going to be easier. Alright, that's the last of the sweet potatoes. Alright, so I didn't show y'all how tender these sweet potatoes are, how tender I cooked them to, but they are very tender. So I cooked them till they're just about like a mashed potato. As you can see, all I gotta do is just, I can just touch them with the fork and it just mash up. Okay. So that's how done you want to cook your sweet potatoes. Let me, hold on just a minute. Okay, and then I want to suggest letting your sweet potatoes sit in a strainer, you know, for about 5-10 minutes, so that all the water can drain out of your sweet potatoes. All right, so I got some butter. This is about a half a cup of butter. I'm gonna use all of this, so I'm just gonna put this in there while the sweet potatoes are hot. And I got some spices. This is some cinnamon, about a tablespoon. Some allspice, about 1 teaspoon. Some nutmeg and salt. I mean, just a sprinkle of both of those. A sprinkle of nutmeg, a sprinkle of salt. So I'm going to add this over into the sweet potatoes, those spices. And then here I got some flavor. This is butter flavor. That's about 1 teaspoon. I got some vanilla flavor. This is a lot. This is about a tablespoon. I'm not going to add all that. I'm just going to add a little. And then and this is sugar. This is about 3 cups of sugar. So right now I'm going to add about half of this bowl. I got an egg, but the egg will be the last thing that I use because I taste the mixture. So some of the seasoning came out, so I'll just add some more. Some of the cinnamon and stuff shoot out. Okay, to help the sweet potatoes break up real good, I got some heavy cream. You could use milk. I got some half and half too. I'm just going to use this heavy cream since I do want this to be a rich sweet potato pie. So I just add a little at a time, and just to help it, get soupy. Since the sweet potatoes are hot, the butter just melts. It just melts in the mixture, so that's good. Okay, Check the consistency, which it needs to be way more smoother. So we definitely will be blending the sweet potatoes some more. I mean, it's getting there, but it's not quite there yet. And I'm gonna taste just to see how, make sure there's enough sugar and I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this sugar because I do know I want it to be sweeter. So that's 3 cups of sugar. The rest of this vanilla flavor won't hurt. And I'm going to also add I think I want some more spices. I'm going to add some more nutmeg, just a sprinkle. I'm going to add some more allspice, just a sprinkle of that, because they have a very pungent taste. Like you know when something has allspice or nutmeg in it. And then I got some cinnamon here. I'm going to add some more cinnamon. Now that was about another, maybe a half a tablespoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to add a little bit more cream to help it get smooth. Start it off slow so that this time the spices don't come out. And then gradually turn the speed back up. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just let this keep whipping until the sweet potato mixture gets smooth. After about 5 minutes of letting this the sweet potato mixture mix, it is starting to look smooth, and the lumps are disappearing. So that is what we want to happen. Alright, in between time I added some pet canned milk. I just added maybe like 1/4 of a cup, maybe one. Let's see. Very little amount. Yeah, about 1/4 of a cup in here, and that helped. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add the egg, which is all I'm putting is 1. I'm just gonna put 1 egg in this sweet potato mixture. So let's let the egg mix. And I'm gonna start it off slow. I'm gonna move this out the way because I don't need any more liquid. Because what we're gonna do next is just put the sweet potato filling into the pie shells. So I got some pie shells here, and I just bake. I put them in the oven at 350 degrees and let them bake for about 6 or 7 minutes, so they'll already be cooked. Okay, turn this up. scrape down the sides of the bowl. Try to get some of this out of the, oh, and I changed the attachment. I went from the paddle to the bulb, or the wire bulb attachment, because I thought that this would be better to help get the sweet potato mixture more smooth and get the lumps out, and it did. That helped. Okay, so now that I scraped down the sides, I'm gonna let this mix about another good minute. Okay, and this is it. So I put the egg in last so that when I taste the sweet potato pie filling, you know, the egg, I'm just kind of cautious about raw eggs. I know it's fine if they're real fresh, but you know, so that's why I put the egg in last, because I know I like to taste the filling to make sure I don't need any more sugar or spices or anything like that. Alright, take this off. I didn't tell y'all how many sweet potatoes I used. This was let's see. This was about 5 or 6 sweet potatoes. So this made a lot of filling, as you can see. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start filling the pie crust with the sweet potato filling. Okay, and my goal was to make about 4 pies, and it looks like this is going to be enough to make 4 pies. Maybe more. Alright, I got 3 pies out of this sweet potato filling. Which that'll work. That'll still work. I had to make sure I get all that filling, y'all, because grocery is so high these days. I'll be glad when the food prices go down. Just give them a shake. That'll help even them out. Okay, so that's the sweet potato pies. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and stick these in the oven. 350 degree preheated oven. let these cook for about an hour. I may come back and cut the heat down. You know, reduce the heat if they start cooking too fast. Alright, so stick with me, my roses. We're going to be making coconut pies next. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put together the coconut pies. Alright, so I got some eggs here. This is 12 eggs. Right here. 12 eggs. I got some canned evaporated milk. This is some shredded coconut flakes. And I'm going to put 2 cups and a half of sugar into my coconut pie filling. So this is already 2 cups of sugar just here poured on top of the coconut flakes. And this is the other half of cup of sugar. I got some vanilla flavor here. That's about a tablespoon. I got some butter flavor. That's about half a tablespoon. And I got some butter. This is about 1/4 of a pound. Maybe half a cup of butter. And I'll show you the type of butter that I use. So this is the type of butter that I use, and it's a block, it's a whole block. So I just chop off how much butter I'm going to be using. This is Amish country roll butter, and it's salted. And it's that very authentic tasting butter. So this is why I like to use it when I'm baking. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off with the eggs. Alright. Now, I'm not using a specific recipe. However, I am sort of, but I'm not. I just looked at some recipes to see what most people put into their coconut pies. I made some coconut pies last year, but I don't remember what all I put in them. So, truth be told, I did Google some coconut pie recipes, and the one that I'm referencing, it would have made a small batch. So I just really doubled everything in that recipe. I added the butter flavor. That was not in the recipe that I Googled offline, and the evaporated canned milk was not in the recipe. But everything else was, but I'm just doubling. Well, actually tripling the recipe that I seen offline. So I'm going to go ahead and add all 12 of these eggs. And we're going to see how this turns out. Because I'm hoping I don't make too much or too little. Alright, that's the eggs. I'm going to add the milk. This is like a half a pint of coconut milk. Not coconut milk, I'm sorry. Evaporated canned milk. Matter of fact, I think I'm just going, because it's rich, I'm going to put about half of that in there. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and add this half a cup of sugar, because I know it's going to need sugar. Now the butter. It's kind of soft, but it's not all the way soft. Before I add it, I'm going to just put it in the microwave and put it on defrost and let it get a little bit more soft. Okay, while the butter is getting a little soft, I'm going to go ahead and blend these eggs up. You see I'm using my paddle attachment. So that's the eggs, the milk, and the sugar. Well, some of the sugar. That's not all the sugar. I don't think mention that I got a half a cup of flour here, all-purpose flour. Usually when I make my custard pies, buttermilk pies, coconut pies, I usually go by the tablespoon. Now the recipe that I'm referencing offline, it calls for the biscuit mix. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean for it to get that hot. That's okay though, I got a treat for it. So I put it on defrost, but it like melted the butter. I didn't want it to do that, but I got a treat for it. We're gonna be okay. So if you watch me cook, you'll see that, you know, my style of cooking is just, I just do my own thing, like, and I experiment when I'm cooking. You know, I try different things. I just try different things. So that's my style of cooking. I don't just say, well, this is my recipe, because I make things, it turns out great, but I don't say, well, this is my recipe for it, because the next time I do it, I may do something different. But maybe perhaps I should start doing that if my goal, you know, which my goal is to one day create my own cookbook. Alright, so anyway, the eggs have blended up a little bit. I'm going to just go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of flour, because that's how I usually do. I usually do about 3, so I know this time I'm going to use a little bit more flour. I'm going to use a little bit more than 3. I'm going to go ahead and add 3. But yeah, the recipe that I referenced offline, it asks for the biscuit pancake mix. And I'm not using biscuit pancake mix. I'm using all-purpose flour. So let me mix this in. I'm going to need about a spatula. Let me get the sides straight down. So what I'm gonna do for that butter, I'm gonna take some of these eggs, because these eggs are not room temperature. You should use room temperature ingredients when you're baking. I didn't prepare. Just being honest, I didn't prepare well enough, you know, to go ahead and have my eggs sitting out, my butter and stuff sitting out. I didn't prepare well enough to do that. But like I said, if you have experience with cooking, there's a way around doing things. You know, it's best to do it, you know, prepare, you know, to prevent poor performance. But if you have experience cooking, there's a way to get around some things. So I'm gonna just let this mix some more. With the 3 tablespoons of flour. Okay. Looking at the consistency of the custard, I already know I'm going to want to add some more milk. So that is the whole 1 cup of evaporated canned milk added into the mixture. Okay. So now I know I'm going to want some more flour in this. So I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more tablespoons. Because that's what I usually always add when I make custard pies. 3. So since this is like a pretty much good bit of ingredients, I'm going to just go ahead and add those 2. That may be all the flour that I put into this coconut pie filling. Right there. There may be all of the flour that I put in. Let me just get this flour off the counter. Okay, so just mix some more. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add my flavors. I'm using vanilla flavor, so I'm going to add that in to the mixture. Okay. So now into the custard, I'm going to go ahead and add the coconut flakes and the rest of the sugar. So I'm going to add a little at a time. So this is like half or a little bit more than half. Put that in there and let this mix together. Start it off on slow. And I'm going to add the rest of the coconut. Okay, so that's about it. Now I'm going to look at the consistency of the filling. I think it looks good. So again, I used about 3, 4, I used 5 tablespoons of flour. I think that's gonna do good. I think this is gonna do. Alright, so now let me take this out and let y'all see. So this is the coconut pie filling. So now the only thing that's left to do is to fill the pie crust. I'm going to start off with 2. I'm not going to be bold and put 3 up here because I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough filling for 3 pies. I'm making adjustments so y'all can see the pie crust. Okay, so again, the pie crust, I already baked them for about 6 minutes in the oven, just so they can get a little brown. Okay, that's one. I got the deep dish, the deep dish pie crust because I couldn't find the other kind, so that's why I got the deep dish. So I did have enough of the coconut filling to fill up 3 pie crusts, deep dish pie crusts. Alright, put the camera over here so y'all can see. So that's the 3 pie crust filled up. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put those in the oven. As you can see, I got some sweet potato pies. Well, these sweet potato pies, they already have come out of the oven. So we put these in, let them cook, and stay with me, my roses. We'll be right back, and y'all can see my co-host and I cut some of these beautiful pies. Okay, welcome back, my roses. I got my sweet potato pie and my coconut pie out the oven. We already cut the coconut pie. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of the sweet potato pie. Okay, that's a piece. Of the sweet potato pie. Let me see how it tastes. It's good. Because I like how the spices, I got just enough spices how I like it, and it's just good. It's sweet. It's just the right amount of sweetness. I really like it. And then the crust at the bottom is brown, and it tastes done. So that concludes my episode today, my roses. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that y'all enjoy watching this video, and I will see you next time. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos. Okay, piece of the coconut pie.